Welcome back, everyone. I'm Bailey.
And I'm Raquel.
And this is the Whole Shebang podcast.
Hello, guys, and welcome back. It is episode 9 today, and today is our silly debate.
So what are we debating?
We are debating an age-old question. Are cats better pets than dogs? Now, we
did not prepare for this whatsoever.
We have differing opinions on which pets are better. And so
I think you should take cats and I'll take dogs.
Wouldn't that be fun? And I would have nothing to say.
You have a cat. It is literally sitting between us right now.
I know, but I find them annoying.
As you pet him and fluffle him, and he purrs all happily.
I do love him.
All I can hear is his purring.
I think dogs are better as pets. And you think cats are.
Yeah. I like cats better than dogs. Yeah. I don't like, it's not that I don't like dogs. I love dogs. But I find them very needy.
Yeah, I can see that. I like the need. I like the needy.
I think that's just more of a you problem.
Yeah, it could be more of a me problem.
Okay, so I'll take cats, you take dogs.
Yeah, okay, so we'll split it up. I'm doing dogs, she's doing cats.
We have a video about you as a dog groomer. I actually worked for a cat breeder for 2 years. I bathed a lot of cats. Do not recommend. Don't bathe your cat. The cat bathes itself. I had to bathe cats because they had ringworm, which is a horrible, horrible skin condition. And it was awful. Don't do it.
Yeah, ringworm's nasty.
Uh-huh.
And it can transfer over to humans, and it's not fun. Not fun at all.
She had over 20 cats in the upstairs of the house. There's a lot of cats.
Hoarding situation.
They're ragdolls.
Yeah.
And they're very beautiful cats. If you don't know what a ragdoll is, they're gorgeous. And they're the type of cats where you hold them and they're supposed to be very cuddly. Whether or not that's true, I don't know. The kittens were definitely not cuddly. They acted like regular kitten. The adults also, same thing as your cat, who, pretty sure he's just a tabby.
Yeah, I think he's more just a tabby.
He's orange. He has that orange cat energy.
I mean, orange cats are usually labeled as troublemakers.
A little crazy. I have bad experiences with black cats, which is funny because I love black cats.
Black cats are fun. I like black cats.
My uncle had a psychotic one that I picked out, so it was totally my fault. But she hated everybody and would not let you go anywhere near her. And if you woke up and she was near you, you did not move.
See, I will say I love dogs, but I've always been a cat magnet. Mm-hmm. Cats have always liked me.
Yes. Except for my cat.
Except for your cat. Are you talking about Loki or your other two?
Loki.
Yeah.
But Loki also doesn't like our friend Judy, so he hid from her when she came over. He would not come out.
Oh, really?
And he's super friendly because my mom brings him everywhere. She is the crazy cat lady with the backpack. And they go to the park together and they meet strangers regularly. And Judy came over and he hid the whole time. No idea why. He knew Judy as a kitten. She's not a new person. He just didn't want her anywhere near him.
Oh, that's interesting.
I think she was too friendly.
Yeah. Last time I met him, that I remember, was when he was just a little kitten. Well, I mean, I met him on our way to your family dinner at Christmas.
Yeah.
But he was kind of more preoccupied with the fact that we were in a car and driving, and then we were at your grandparents'. But I don't know. He did fine. I played with him.
A little bit, yeah. He's also not even a year yet. And he's on YouTube if you want to watch my mom's cat on YouTube. I don't know what her handle is, though.
Yeah, I don't know what her handle is either.
There's a really great video of him outside in the snow and he gets all cold and then climbs into her jacket because it's warm.
That's cute.
And she's just standing there with the jacket open and he's climbing in, like, shivering inside.
Yeah, that seems like something he'd do.
Yeah. He's very attached. He's been bringing, now we're just talking about my cat.
Oh, God.
He's been bringing toys to me because I've been sleeping in the basement of my mom's house. So he'll bring them down the stairs because he knows I'll play with him. So I wake up and there's a ring of cat toys pretty much at the foot of my bed.
He's like, play with me.
It's really cute, but also a bit needy.
Yeah. I mean, the one cat I do have, I've had him since he was a kitten. Mm-hmm. And he is needy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I also got him from the Humane Society.
He is so fluffy.
He is. I do love cats. Don't get me wrong, people. I love cats, but dogs. Dogs are my thing. I love my dogs.
I used to be terrified of dogs as a kid.
Did you?
My cousin had a dog named Skipper who used to jump at you. And when I was small, Skipper was bigger than I was. So when Skipper jumped at me, it was pretty much like full-on attack, and it was terrifying. And it made me very scared of dogs for a very long time. And then I spent about maybe 7 or 8 years whining at my mom to get one. It took a lot of work to get our family dog, but I got him, and she let me hold him, and I sat in the van with him, and then she's like, okay, I guess we're taking this one. She did not plan to take him home that day. It was totally uncalled for. She planned to reserve him, but they're like, you can take him now, and I was like, okay, my dog.
Okay, taking this, thank you.
Yeah, and he turned out to be a gigantic dog with a very sweet personality.
Yeah, I remember, so when I got Rue, he's my heart dog. So I flew to Winnipeg to get him from the breeder. And I wasn't actually staying there. I was just flying there, getting him, flying back. And when I met the breeder, she had called me to the information desk because she didn't know who I was. I didn't know who she was. And I got there and she's like, oh, here you go. Here's your puppy. And she had just come down the elevator and he was 8 weeks old at the time.
Aww.
And the ride in the elevator had caused him to like start drooling because he was getting motion sick.
Oh, no.
And so she hands me this little tiny poodle puppy who's just like full on drool and like groggy because he just went on an elevator and got so motion sick. But the second I held him in my arms, he kind of just sighed and his head laid against my shoulder.
And he still tries to do that.
And he still does that. And I love him so much.
You don't have a favorite child.
No.
Very obviously.
I don't. Very obviously.
Even though he's not the one sitting on you right now.
No, that's the cat who likes to get under my blankets.
Who has been a participant in all of these podcast episodes because he sits literally between us while we're recording.
Mm-hmm. Or he eats my hair.
Or he eats your hair, which is really funny to watch, and I need to get it on video. I tried.
But yeah, so this isn't really much of a debate. We're just talking about stories.
That's fine. We'll get into the debate. It's good that everyone knows we do actually like both.
Yeah, okay.
And it's fun to share stories.
It is fun to share stories.
Because we both had both, and we've had other pets too.
We have had other pets.
You and your snakes.
The snakes we will get into, that's an episode in of itself. I love reptiles. I'm terrified of snakes. I have owned 2.
I don't know why you kept getting them.
To get over my fear of them. And you know what? They're really cool pets.
Yeah, they're fun to watch. I liked watching Poppy when she was climbing around her little terrarium.
I loved Poppy. Until I didn't.
Stay tuned for that story.
Stay tuned.
I had a lot of weird pets too. My mom had a parrot for a while. Don't recommend getting a bird unless you're dedicated to having a bird. I don't like birds anymore.
Yeah, I've always thought owning a bird would be cool, but then considering they live well into their like 50s, 60s.
It is for life.
It is for life. And I can't.
And when they scream at you for 24 hours?
I can't do it.
It was funny listening to him fall to the bottom of his cage sometimes at night. He'd fall off his perch and you just hear spoof and squawk, 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 squawk while he flaps back up. It was pretty funny. He also snored. Fun fact, birds can snore.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't mind him when I house sat you, but I couldn't live with that. You used to tell me horror stories of how he wake you up in the morning with like alarms.
Sounds, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the parrot. We should have a parrot and snake episode.
Yeah, we'll have an unusual pet episode.
Yeah, I had a lot of pets.
You had a lot of pets. I surprisingly was only allowed big animals. Like I wasn't ever allowed a hamster or a guinea pig.
And yet you had horses.
But I could have a horse.
It's so weird.
So I could have a horse, I could have dogs, I could have a cat, but I couldn't even have fish when I was a kid.
Yeah, I had so many fish when I was a kid. And hamsters and rabbits and turtle and...
Yeah, I wasn't allowed fish as a kid either.
So strange.
Big. If it was big, I was allowed to have it, apparently. Nothing small.
Well, yeah, we should have an episode like that.
Yeah, we should get in because I've had other pets.
And share with us what weird pets you've had.
Yeah, let us know what pets you've had. Any unusual ones? I have some Humane Society stories of unusual pets too that I could share.
Guinea pigs.
Think more like alligator.
Alligator here?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened to it?
That's a story for another time, my friend.
That's not fair. Now I want to know. Okay, we'll talk after this.
Tune in for that episode.
Alligator?
Yeah.
No.
I'll tell you after the episode.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Now I'm learning new things.
Yeah, I've had a lot. There's been a lot.
Okay. So let's get into our silly debate.
Yeah, okay, so we'll get into our silly debate. I'm going to take dogs, you take cats.
Sure, how do you want to do this?
So why do you think cats are better pets than dogs?
For less work.
That's it?
No, I have other reasons.
Okay, well, go on.
Do you need me to list them all?
Yeah, list your reasons.
Just straight off the bat without thinking about it, you're like, let's record this, episode.
Yeah, list them. Now.
I feel pressure now.
Good.
Okay, let's see. They're fluffy.
Okay.
Their purring has medical benefits and de-stressors for humans. They are actually very attached to people most of the time if you get them from a kitten. They're pretty easy to rehome. Well, not easy. All pets are hard to rehome, but they are a little bit easier than a dog. They can be very independent. It's really easy to get a cat sitter opposed to a dog sitter because a dog sitter needs to be there 24/7. The cat sitter can just pop in, so it's much easier to travel. It is good to have two cats, though, because cats do bond. See, now I'm coming up with opposites, and I'm trying to avoid them because I don't want to give you anything.
Rude.
You don't have to bring them to a dog groomer. Saves you money.
But there are cat groomers out there.
I know there are cat groomers out there, which I think is silly.
I just refuse to groom cats because of the bite and infection risk.
And they look really dumb when you've done it.
Mm-hmm.
The lion cut is awful. Don't do that.
Some cats have to have it done for medical reasons.
Yes.
We had a cat at the Humane Society called Fat Lizzie.
Hey, I have shaved cats. I know.
Oh, Fat Lizzie.
See, now you're just getting into stories again. Should we just change this episode?
No, continue.
Okay. I'm trying to think of some good things here on the fly without having thought about this beforehand. I think the biggest one is that they're easier to, give them their own space. They do need a lot of attention, though. The kitten that my mom has is constant need of attention. But I feel it's less than a puppy would need.
Yeah, okay.
I don't have to let the cat out to go to the bathroom. It can go in the bathroom inside the house. You can train your cat to use a toilet.
Yeah, my cat's not smart enough for that.
No, he would fall in it.
He tries to drink out of it already.
Yeah, so do dogs. Oh, cats historically are very useful for mice hunting. They keep down mice and rats, so it keeps down disease. You can train a cat to sniff cancer like you can a dog. And they're almost easier to bring into old folks' homes and things because their energy level is usually a little bit lower than a dog's would be.
Good points.
Yeah, and you can use a dog just like you can, or a cat just like you can a dog for not quite blind. Like you have dogs who are service dogs, but you can have a service cat, which is kind of fun. I want a service cat.
Yeah,
help me with my anxiety, like yours does.
Exactly.
So yeah. I'm gonna stop there, and I'll let you take dogs.
Okay. So why I think dogs are better pets than cats. I find dogs much more loyal and emotional in terms of, I don't know, they're more expressive in their wants and their needs.
Really? Because your cat follows you around meowing when it's close to dinner time. That's how I know what time of the day it is.
I know, but I can look at my dog and be like, is this what you want? And like the whole expression changes debating on what it is. Like when I go to feed my dog hops in the air about 5 feet and he's like, dinner time.
Okay.
The cat will sit at his dish 24/7 and scream at me.
Yeah, because you're not feeding him.
24/7, I know. I had to actually cut back his food at one point to certain amounts because he was getting too fat to lick his own ass. And he was starting to develop mats.
Yep.
And he wouldn't let me brush them out. So I had to put him on a diet so he could finally lick himself. And now he's at a perfect weight. And now he hates me because I feed him on portion sizes.
Mm-hmm.
I find dogs super easy to transport.
Mm-hmm.
I do get what you're saying in terms of house sitting. It is a little bit more difficult to find a house sitter for dogs than it would be for a cat.
As you've experienced.
As I've experienced. I just find them so much more versatile.
Mm.
Like, you could take a cat for a walk, but I could take my dog for a walk. I could hook it up. I could take it into a boat. Like, you could do all these things with cats too.
But
you have to train
all that with her cat.
You have to train the cat.
You train the dog too, though.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just something. There's a lot more. They're a lot more stubborn. I think my liking of dogs as pets revolves specifically around how much they like doing things with me.
As I point to your cat.
The cat doesn't like doing things. He likes doing stuff like this.
That's because you never trained him to do things.
I know. And we should probably toss this episode because I have no very good reasons to keep dogs.
I'm winning! Haha! I mean, the loyalty thing.
The loyalty thing.
So cats are actually proven to be smarter than dogs. But the thing about cats is they don't care. They don't give a
No,
so where the dog
they are the masters.
Wants to please you, the cat knows that if it does the trick, it'll get food, but it doesn't care because it knows it can just whine at you to get the food too.
Yeah.
So it's almost like the cat is too smart for its own good.
Yeah, and I will say that is the one thing I say about my dogs all the time is that I will only get males because males are stupid in terms of the dog breed. Like, they're smart, but they're stupid.
Your female dog is pretty dumb sometimes.
She's pretty dumb, but I like that. Like, Rue is a smart dog. Poodles are considered the second smartest dog in the world. And he is super smart. But he is all about me.
Mm-hmm. Is he, though? Remember when we got back from the UK? Who did he go to? Was it you?
That was...
Was it you? Was it you, Bailey?
No, he went to you, but he did come to me first. It was like I just got home from work, and he hadn't seen you in months.
Yep.
But, like, when we're working on agility or rally or anything like that, it is all about me. Like, what can I do to please you?
Mm-hmm.
And I love that.
It's also more socially acceptable for you to take your dog for a walk than your cat for a walk.
That is true.
Which is weird.
It is. I think it's a stigma that's starting to be broken.
Mm-hmm.
But it is more socially acceptable for dogs.
It's also easier to get a dog to walk.
It is. Cats are very stubborn.
I had another good rebuttal for a cat, and now I don't remember.
See, I thought I had a lot of good ones. Mm-hmm. But I think my feelings towards dogs is that they're just so much more.
But the whole service dog industry is very important.
Oh, yeah. The whole service dog industry is fantastic.
It's much easier to train a dog than a cat.
It is. And a lot of dogs that even go into training cannot be trained and end up having to be sent back. Mm-hmm. They have to meet very specific specifications.
And it's not just, seeing eye dogs or dogs who can sense cardiac arrest. You're talking bomb dogs. You're talking police dogs. Dogs are still a very working animal, whereas cats almost less so. I mean, there's barn cats, but...
Cats are more leisurely, I find. Like, people have them as like a leisure pet.
Where in the past they used to be more put to work.
More put to work. And dogs are still very much... Dogs are bred very specifically for certain purposes if you get purebred dogs. And it's amazing to see how genetics actually works.
Yeah.
In terms of that, because when you breed a dog that says, say, they're a hunting breed, you breed that hunting breed to another dog of the same kind or whatever, that hunting instinct is in every single one of those puppies and does not need to be taught. Mm-hmm. You can refine it, but for a lot of dogs, it is instinct, which is a whole other conversation because people saying that dogs don't actually need work drive me nuts.
Yeah. But like if someone were to break into your house, your dogs are going to protect you more than your cat is. Oh,
yeah, of course. Although Rue won't, Arya will.
Rue will become friends with the burglar.
Rue will his pants. He will hide behind me while I get stabbed. Arya will try and protect me.
Yeah, see, she's
Rube
loyal.
won't.
Rube's like, take her.
Yeah, basically. He is a chicken.
And your cat will be upstairs, hiding.
And you'll be like, oh, someone left the door open?
Oh, look at all the food. Oh.
I mean, hell, leave my dead body in here long enough. He'd be like, well, Mom's now going to become supper.
Yeah, well, he's always starving.
Yeah, cats are more likely to eat you than dogs. Dogs will actually wait longer.
That's true.
Yeah, fun fact of the day. A little morbid, but fun fact.
I think it's funny how humans domesticated dogs, but it's almost like cats domesticated us.
Well, yeah. They're like, oh, if we live with these, we get free mice and food.
Look at the mice follow the
Shelter?
humans. We just have to kill the mice because they don't like them. And then look at, we got a shelter to go with it.
Right? Perfect.
We serve them, not the other way around.
Yeah.
They pet me too.
They pet me too, and I kind of like that sometimes.
When I feel like it.
When I feel like it. That's how you know that they're the ones who are controlling us and we're not the ones controlling them.
Cats are also more of like good for small homes.
Yes.
Because they can live in smaller spaces than dogs. Dogs need more space.
Yes. Cats can live in smaller spaces.
It's not to say you can't have a dog living in an apartment, but it does need a lot more outside time.
It does. It does also depend on the type of dog, because a really popular breed of dog that is absolutely ginormous is the Irish Wolfhound. But they are actually the biggest couch potatoes.
Yep.
So they're almost an apartment dog because they will just want to lay on the couch and sleep all day with you.
Which is great.
They won't need to go for the run or the occasional walk, sure, but like apartment dog.
Yeah, I like both, obviously, but I feel cats are just easier.
Yeah, so this ended up being a conversation more about what we like about cats and dogs.
I mean, that's fine.
Other than that, but
we had a little debate. I'm pretty sure I won the debate.
Yeah, you won the second I started talking. But yeah, I do like cats. I am curious to see. I don't think I'm ever going to get another cat.
She keeps saying that.
I'm not going to get another cat.
You're going to get another cat.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I want another dog.
I know you want another dog, another poodle.
Yeah. One of my issues with cats, too, is the fact that they do go to the bathroom in the house.
Yeah.
And I've never had much of a problem with the ammonia smell, but I have also had cats that have used other things other than the litter box. And I have found the smell to get, it's very hard to get out.
Oh, here's one for dogs. When you're pregnant, you can't clean cat litter.
Oh, yeah, there's one for dogs.
Because cats actually have more diseases than dogs.
Yes, they do.
Look at me helping you now.
Oh, thank you.
Anytime.
It's like the argument is just arguing it with itself.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I'm not going to get any more cats.
Yes, you are.
No.
Oh, you totally are.
No.
Yes, you are. You're like my mom, okay? My mom said she's not going to get any more cats. The stray cat starts coming around. Now we call him Mooch, and he lives half in the house and half outside doing his own thing. She said, I'm not ready for a cat, and he showed up. So now we have 2 cats.
No, I'm quite happy with the one cat I have. And when he does pass away, I think that's going to be it. I'm not going to have any more.
Want to place a bet on that?
Yeah, I'll place a bet on that.
I'm going to bring over a kitten.
Okay, don't do that.
Yep, see?
Don't do that. Kittens are my downfall.
They're so cute.
They're so cute. Kittens and puppies. And I've been having puppy fever like no tomorrow. I want a puppy so bad.
You have 2 dogs.
I know, but I want a puppy. Everyone says they hate the puppy phase. I love the puppy phase.
Oh, I did not enjoy the puppy phase.
Oh, I adore it.
I'm not enjoying the kitten phase.
See, I like baby animals. Kitten phases too are they're fine. I like them.
I don't like being a chew toy.
I find them so much fun. The joy you see light up their eyes because they don't experience emotions like we do, obviously. But whenever they discover something new or like anything like that, oh, it's so cute. It's so like heartwarming and it just melts your soul. It is so, it's so good.
As long as you're not talking about human babies.
Oh, no, not human kids, no.
I thought you were going to get fish.
I am. I'm going to get fish. Because once you get fish and you fill the tank goes from being 20 pounds unfilled with no fish or anything in it to about like 500. And it is very annoying to move tanks. I hate moving tanks.
Yeah, when they're full, it's awful.
Yeah. So I would rather just have everything set up the way I want it, and then we'll put them there.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
What kind of fish?
That tank that I'm going to be putting there is going to be my beta tank.
Okay.
So I will have... I've been wanting to try a planted tank for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try my hand at growing aquatic plants, because we all know...
you're going to have a fish tank, and we know you kill fish.
I kill fish
with
like crazy.
plants, which you are also prone to killing. I can see your orchid over there is suffering.
It's not suffering. It is doing fine. It got burnt by the sun when it was on the windowsill, so I had to move it farther away.
Sure. That's what's happening.
It's doing fine now.
So you're pretty much just going to have a tank of death.
No, I'm hoping that it'll cancel each other out.
I don't think it works like that.
It's fine. I've had good luck with my betas.
Uh-huh.
The only reason my other betas have died was because I ended up getting snails, and I'm never getting snails again.
Oh, yeah, no.
Because I had a snail in my planted tank for my last beta, and the snail ate every plant in that tank and exploded
Ew.
in a day.
Ew.
And killed my favorite fish.
Oh, no.
And itself.
Oh, no.
Like, I got home that night, all the plants were down to nubs, my fish was belly up, and the snail had exploded in the tank because it had ate so much. I don't know.
This is just turning into pet stories. We should rename this.
We'll rename this Pet Stories. So fish are my main thing. I do want to get fish, so I will have a beta in a planted tank. And I also want to have some neon tetras in with them, because betas don't find the neon tetras to be too bad. And they're pretty docile fish, the neons. So they won't go after the
so
beta.
many goldfish, and they were huge.
See, I don't care for goldfish.
Yeah, me neither.
I do like the koi.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're beautiful.
I like that a sea otter in Vancouver went on the loose and ate a bunch of very old and expensive koi fish, and they hired a whole otter hunter team. Can you just imagine this super fat otter running around Vancouver, going from koi pond to koi pond, just feasting?
Yeah.
$8 million fish.
Yeah.
That's some good sushi.
That's some good sushi. Oh, God.
That's a fun story. If you haven't seen it, look it up. It's funny. The Battle of the Sea Otter versus the koi fish.
The Battle of the Sea Otter and the koi fish. That would be a funny story.
Yeah, it was fun to follow along, because it went to some of the Chinese and Japanese gardens.
Oh.
Yeah, and it got in there, and they have a ton of koi, and it just sat there feasting. And then finally they realized our fish are gone. And they saw the bones, and they saw the otter tracks, and then it started running around to all these big mansions and things, which also had koi ponds, and eating these super expensive fish. It got so bad that the Vancouver Aquarium was allowing people to rent space in their tanks for their koi fish, and they had to hire a whole team of people to try to catch the otter and relocate it.
That's bad.
It was funny.
Yeah, that is funny. The koi fish. Oh, koi sell for a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like the really nice pattern koi.
Mm-hmm. And they live a long time. So the fish that this otter ate were old koi fish. Some of them brought from overseas.
Which are the really expensive ones.
We're talking $1 million fish.
Yeah, I've watched some videos on YouTube of koi because I quite like them. And they'll go to the koi farms in Japan and look at their fish, and they're pulling up these little inky dinky fish. Yeah. And it's like 50,000.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I don't even want to pay $5
for fish?
Most of the time for fish.
Remember when you killed my brother's fish?
I felt so bad.
That was so funny.
Oh.
It was just a beta.
So one of my jobs growing up, I would always do house sitting for people.
Including me.
Including Ricky. So when we were in high school, Ricky and her family went camping.
For May long weekend.
And they had asked me to look after their dogs, their cats, and their fish. And I think you had a rabbit.
Probably.
At the time. You had something. It was annoying when you slept because it was nocturnal.
Yeah, it was a rabbit.
Yeah. So I went over there and I was looking after all their animals. Well, I had never looked after fish before. Mm-hmm. And so I was feeding the fish every day, these little beta fish in these little tanks. And I understand now. Don't worry. I've done my research on fish. Betas aren't supposed to be in little tanks. I know. But anyway, this weekend goes on, and I think it was the last day that I was house sitting for you.
Yeah, I think so.
And I woke up from a nap, and I went to go feed the beta fish, and the beta fish was dead. And I was so panicked.
I had voicemails from you. Just please don't be mad. Your fish is dead. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll buy a new one. Don't be sad. And there's just a ton of messages. Like, I don't know what to do.
Well, because it wasn't even your fish. It was your brother's fish.
Yeah, he didn't care about the fish.
Okay, like, I don't know. I care about all my animals.
We were waiting for them to die. They were pretty old.
Yeah, we'll tell that before someone else gets traumatized.
It was pretty funny. And then you left the fish there, which my mom thought was hysterical.
I didn't know what you guys wanted to do with it. I didn't know if you wanted to bury it, flush it, have a funeral. Like, if I would have flushed the fish, I would have taken away your right to say goodbye.
Oh, my mom's method was just to throw them into the woods.
Hey, see? I don't know what you guys do to bury your dead out there, but
Well, you were so upset, and my mom was so entertained, and I thought it was so funny.
oh, that was the trauma. It still gets me to this day. I hate that I killed your fish, but I've killed so many since then.
Yeah, you are not good with fish.
They are so finicky.
Uh-huh. It was a curse.
It was a curse. My angelfish I did very well with.
Mm-hmm.
I had my angelfish for years.
Yeah.
But all the other, like guppies, I can't keep guppies. We're shit. They're so pretty, and then they die so fast.
You're just so upset about this one little fish, and my mom just cared about the dog and the cats.
Oh yeah, they were alive. I knew how to keep them alive.
Yeah, that's what she cared about.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
You're fine.
Yeah.
It is something we still laugh about, though.
I know. You still hold it over to my head that I killed the fish.
Yeah, it's funny. You're the only pet sitter we ever had that had something die on it.
Thankfully. That's so traumatizing. I never want to do that.
Yeah.
That's why I don't understand people when they go away and they have an elderly pet and they're like, here's its med schedule, here's everything like this.
Mm-hmm.
You're going on a vacation to Cuba. Like, what happens if your dog dies because it's 20 and you're making me look after it and has like 10 bazillion health issues that I have to deal with?
Yeah, I just wouldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. But I've known situations like that, like other people that have been house sitters.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if they die? I don't want to make that phone call.
Yep.
They're on a beach in Cancun and you call them up being like, hey,
your dog died.
Your dog's dead.
Awkward.
Hope you have a great rest of your vacation, though.
Yeah, no.
I am pretty adamant that if anything ever happens to my animals when I'm away and it is not fixable, they pass away, anything like that, do not tell me until I'm back.
Mm-hmm. That was what you said when we went on our trip to the UK.
If anything happens, do not tell me until I'm back, because I will deal with it
because
then.
You wanted daily pictures, so you would have known anyway.
I did. I require proof of life.
Yeah, every day.
Even if something had happened down there, it wasn't like it could come back at any point.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just have to let people here deal with it. But I did not like that thought. I still don't like that thought.
No, on our next trip, you're going to need proof of life too, huh?
Yeah, I will. But next trip, I know exactly who the dogs are going to.
Mm-hmm.
Aria will be going out to my parents.
Yep.
And Rue will be going out to live with Theo at the barn for a little bit. Because my friend out there who owns the place has also agreed to look after him for me.
Which is nice.
Yeah. And she has 2 other dogs that he likes to play with. And he'll get some good time
also
out there.
Be gone for about a week.
Yeah, we won't be gone for long. Just about a week.
And your fluffy kitty here, my mom will take care of.
Yeah. And he'll have an automatic
feeder. Did you just try
feeder.
to bite me?
Of course he did. He's an orange cat. He bites everybody.
He just wanted my finger in his mouth.
Sure. If that's how you want to say biting.
It wasn't a bite. It was a little a nip.
That's a bite.
No, a bite is aggressive. This was a love nip. Look, you're giving me.
Still consider that a bite.
Sure, we can debate that too, and I'd win just like I did the last one.
He likes to. My cat likes to run his teeth over you, which is super weird.
Maybe it feels nice.
Maybe. Yeah. Because, like, he'll lift up his lip and just, like, rub his teeth on me.
It's weird.
It's really weird.
This is also the cat that likes to play with razor blades.
Yes. I actually had to stop leaving razors on the side of the bathtub because I would find them in my bed because the cat would steal them and then
Bring them there. Pets are weird.
Pets are so weird. I get the weirdest ones.
You do, yeah. It's kind of like you go out of your way to find them.
I don't. I just pick up the randos.
Yeah. But even Rue is weird, and you purposely picked that one.
I didn't pick him.
No, you didn't pick him.
No, I didn't pick him. I let the breeder pick him.
Mm. So she went off your personality and was like, this weird dog for this weird girl.
For what she got out of our conversation? Sure. But they're all good animals.
Yeah, they're good. They're just weird.
They're just really weird. Really weird.
My mom's cat has started doing this thing. So he's about 8 months or something like that. Where he wants pets. And he'll rub on my hand. But then he goes, oh, I actually want to eat this. So he'll hold my hand with his paws and just put it in his mouth. And then look at me. And then when I give him the look, he'll rub his head on it while holding it in his paws. And then he'll kind of slowly put it in his mouth again. I don't know what he thinks he's doing.
He's tricking you.
Trying. He also hates closed doors. He'll sit there trying to open it.
Which is so weird.
In the shower, he loves the shower.
Ren's only thing with closed doors is usually if it's my bedroom and it's feeding time and I haven't woken up to feed him yet.
Well, yeah, that's fair. But Loki, as soon as you're in there showering, he wants to be in there too because he wants to lick the shower water.
Oh, Rue does that. Every time you're having a shower, Rue will poke his head into the shower and his whole face will be sopping wet because he just licks.
Ew.
The side of the wall where the shower head is of all the water.
That doesn't surprise me.
No, but I'm like, what does it taste like?
Soap?
It's the same water as you have in your dish.
It's warm.
Yeah, with like sweat mixed in. I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't know. It's just
it's an animal thing, I guess.
It's just a different location.
Yeah, and Ren started taking to running into the washroom because I close the door when I have a shower, and he knows that in there is safe, and then it gets really warm and humid. So he'll lay on the floor heater, and he'll be in that room, and then I'll poke my head out, and he'll be like, I'm like, I'm not feeding you yet.
Oh, yay pets!
Yay pets!
We talked a lot about pets.
Yeah, a lot about pets. We have a lot to say about pets.
This was supposed to be a silly debate that turned into I won the debate so quickly that we had to talk about
our pets.
That's fine. I like talking about my pet.
Yeah, I do too. I like talking about pets. Hearing about other people's pets are fun too.
Mm-hmm. Share your silly pet stories with us.
Yeah, share your silly pet stories.
And one day we'll talk about the snakes and the parrot.
And if you have any silly pet stories, talk to us through Discord.
Yeah, maybe we'll read some of your stories out.
Yeah, we can read some of your stories, your silly pet stories. Awesome. So like always, guys, rate, review. We'll talk to you later. Cheers.
That's all for today. Catch us on Instagram where we drop teasers for the next show and our Discord account. Links are down below.